And a tornado warning in Westmoreland County continues, and there's lots of action on Pittsburgh's most powerful radar. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Julie Bologna. Julie.
David and Darius, we've been on the air since about 4:30 with this tornado warning in effect. Right now, we can see that we have severe weather all across the area, but we'll begin by showing you where that tornado warning is. And it's into parts of Westmoreland County and Indiana County right in this spot. You can see the hail coming down, the lightning in this location as well. And again, it's severe weather all across the greater Pittsburgh area, from lightning, hailstorms, heavy rain. Could easily pick up a quarter of an inch of rain in a short amount of time, slowing down traffic, giving us low visibility, and again, numerous reports of lightning. Let's go back to the radar screen right now because I want to show you more in that area what's happening, as again, we're getting ground reports. So in other words, a tornado has been confirmed in Westmoreland County, south of Greensburg, right in that area we've been telling you about, Hempfield and Swickley Township. This is taken from one of our Channel 11 viewers of a funnel cloud or the possible tornado. It's hard to tell if it's touching down from this particular vantage point, but most likely that may have been one of the ones that has formed and lifted back up in the atmosphere, then touched down again. So again, the difference between a funnel cloud and a tornado is this. A funnel cloud can stay up in the atmosphere in the cloud and not touch down. It stays a funnel cloud. The minute it touches down and causes damage, it becomes a tornado. Courtney Brennan is now live. I'm hearing from my producers, one of our reporters. Courtney Brennan live in Westmoreland County. Courtney, it seems quieter where you are right now, but I see some sirens in the background.
Yes, we're live at Hempfield High School where a tornado did touch down. You can see the first responders behind me. We're hearing that the roof was blown off of this building. You can see debris from that roof in the trees. You can see here in the parking lot that trees were blown down. We have damage to the cars, and people were inside when this tornado hit. The theater group was practicing for the spring musical. And Katie Toomey, please join me now. She's was practicing for track when the tornado hit. Katie, please tell our viewers what you saw.
Well, I was outside and I saw these weird clouds form, and so I went and I got one of my friends and I showed him, and then he was videotaping it with me and everything because it was nothing like we saw before. And then so he just like nudged my shoulder and he pointed up and he said tornado, and I thought, I didn't know what he was saying. I just thought it kind of looked like one, and then I started videotaping it, and it was in fact like a tornado, and it kind of looked like an atomic bomb. Like it was just like a tornado and then like these huge clouds like up from above it, and then it came pretty fast with a lot of damage.
Thank you so much, Katie. We'll get that video from Katie and we'll bring it to you as soon as we can. Like I said, live at Hempfield High School where a tornado definitely did touch down and first responders are cleaning up.
Tonight on 11 at 11, a tornado rolls through parts of Westmoreland County, leveling homes.
I looked out the window and I could see all kind of debris flying all over.
The heavy winds also took many years of memories for one local farmer.
I heard the wind picking up and I looked outside and I just couldn't believe it.
And we're getting a first-hand look at the damage inside Hempfield High.
The severe storms have moved out of the area. Now we're tracking snow. I'll take you hour by hour to show you what to expect.
Live, local, late breaking, broadcasting in high definition. Channel 11 News starts with severe weather Team 11 coverage.
A live look tonight at the damage left behind from a tornado in Westmoreland County. Tonight, nearly 6,000 homes are still without power. A lot going on tonight, so you are in the right place. Thanks for being with us. I'm Darius Chisholm.
I'm David Johnson. Here's the very latest for you tonight. All Hempfield area schools will be closed tomorrow. The high school suffered heavy damage in the tornado. About 30 homes were also damaged, along with several businesses, and 5 people were treated for minor injuries. We have a team of reporters covering this major weather story tonight. They traveled to some of the hardest hit areas. Let's kick things off with our coverage there. Channel 11's Gordon Lesh live in Fort Allen. Gordon, good evening.
David, good evening. At least a dozen homes damaged in this neighborhood alone. Some just had the siding ripped off like this one, which also lost a window. But right next door, the entire roof taken right off. But it gets worse as you move into the backyard here. More than 4 homes destroyed as the tornado ripped through.
You could see the doggone trees and all the stuff blowing all over the place.
You could just hear everything flying.
Trees, houses, toys, all part of one giant debris field. Fosterville Road in Fort Allen is closed. The power is off, and neighbors in damaged houses have been evacuated.
Just unbelievable, just incredible. The noise that you heard and the wind and the smashing, I mean, I could hear there was glass breaking everywhere.
Rescue crews went door to door 3 times to make sure no one was trapped or injured. Firefighters told me they didn't even feel safe going into a couple of the houses.
It was all over in maybe 15 seconds, you know, but during that time, it was horrendous.
Randy White and other neighbors told me they went into their basements when they saw tornado warnings on television and funnels in the sky.
I looked out the window and I could see all kind of debris flying all over the place.
4 miles away in Hempfield Township, similar destruction. The tornado apparently skipped and jumped, landing here along Edna Road off Route 136. The wind tore roofs off of businesses and snapped utility poles, letting wires dangle. Eugene Crimboli got a phone call from his daughter that might have saved his life.
She says, "Go down the cellar, there's a tornado coming." She says, "Go now," and she was screaming, "Now, now."
Eugene grew up in this house. He's lived here 73 years. The roof is now gone, the driveway blocked, and the garage knocked over.
But why does this happen to me? I don't know. It's very disheartening.
Other parts of Westmoreland County were also hit hard. Here's a look at the damage in Hermione. Trees were uprooted, homes torn apart, lawns turned into junkyards from all of the debris from the storm. Folks certainly have a lot of cleaning up ahead of them.
And as we mentioned, all Hempfield area schools will be closed tomorrow after the high school suffered some heavy damage. The field and the school were both devastated by the storm. Channel 11 News reporter Courtney Brennan shows us that damage.
We want to give you an up-close look of this damage. These are 400-pound pole vaulting mats. We have another one over here, and they were blown from the high school all the way across the street and landed here at the middle school. And this is just the start of some of the incredible damage that we are seeing here near Hempfield Area High School this evening. Twisting its way toward Hempfield High, a tornado caught on our photographer's camera, barreling down on the school and the students inside.
We're in the math lab, and the leaves started to pick up, and we heard really loud wind, and we were told to run. I took off my headphones, and all I heard was run, and I threw them down, and I ran out the door and looked out the window, and everything's just picking up.
The tornado ripped apart the field house behind the school. It twisted the scoreboard sign like a pretzel and reduced the huge concrete press box to a pile of rubble. This is home video of some of that damage shot by Helen Wellick. She was inside the cafeteria when the tornado hit.
It was actually ripping the roof off of the auditorium lobby in the mini theater. You could see the sky.
Torrential rains and severe winds hammered the school. Many students were inside because of after-school activities and team practices.
I honestly had no idea what was going on. The light went out.
Yeah, the
lights went out twice, and then everyone just freaked out.
Once the weather died down and firefighters arrived, students and staff ventured outside and saw with their own eyes how devastating Mother Nature can be.
The damage, of course, was widespread all over Westmoreland County from the storms. We found one man in Arona who's cleaning up tonight after his farm was hit. Channel 11's Julie Fine had a chance to talk with him tonight, and she joins us from Arona with his story this evening. Julie?
Arona still is in a state of emergency. A lot of streets like the one we're on right now completely blocked off. The tornado just ripped through here. It destroyed Bob Boyce's property.
I'm really not the crying type, but that's just unbelievable.
Bob Boyce has lived here all of his life. 44 years of memories.
A lot of dreams.
His 93 acres will never be the same. Neither will he. He showed us all of the damage.
And that was my shed over there where I had my farm equipment in there. And the barn over there, it was a big barn. It was 35 by 90.
His tractors are gone too. You can see the trees down in his yard. He brought out a picture of what the property once looked like. It's been there since 1924.
This was that building, and this was that building.
Bob's farm is right in the path of where the tornado hit. This is the line. It came from across the turnpike, bringing down trees, and then right into his yard. His whole family was home.
And it was just going swirling, like in a circle. I knew it was a tornado.
Bob tells me he knew everything was gone, but was relieved his family was safe. Will you rebuild?
If I got the money, if I get it from the insurance, I'll fix it up, you know, as good as I can.
Now, emergency crews have been in this area most of the evening. They were behind me at one point because there were so many trees down. There was also a car buried under there. Again, this area remains in a state of emergency. We're live in Westmoreland County. Julie Fine, Channel 11 News.